What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gaming Pop episode 4. Yeah, this time I know how to put the 4 up, so
Solid 4.
I practiced. Yeah, I went back and did some addition. So, welcome everybody. It feels good to be here. We're excited. Hope you're excited. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. This is going to be a really fun episode. We've been talking about it. We've been planning.
Yeah.
We did some work in the middle. We watched the Nintendo Direct, and we did a reaction video. So that's on our YouTube page if you guys want to check that out. If you do check that out, make sure you leave a like, make a little comment. And that's, make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, I just want to say this guy Jorian put a lot of work into that video. When you're watching it, because it is solely on YouTube. So for all the listeners out there, this video is only on YouTube. So when you are watching, it seems like it's kind of just very simple to make. You're like, okay, this looks cool. This is sweet. But just know, Jorian put some work in for that, man. So
just a little bit.
Props to you, bro. Props to Jorian. It's very surreal. It's very surreal that we're doing this right now. I've been watching E3 reactions since I was in middle school. So the fact that we are doing a reaction ourselves now, and we've gotten to this point, is so surreal, and it's honestly so amazing. I'm so happy, man, and yeah, I'm stoked. Check out the video. We will put the link down
in
below.
The bio. And then on top of that, if you don't find the link, it's just Gaming Pop Podcast on YouTube. So type that in there.
Yep.
Dude, you know what I've really been excited about is that WandaVision episode. I think we go full spoilers this time.
Hell yeah, bro.
So just a little pre-warning. We might dig in for a little bit, but I'm very excited. Now, what was your favorite part of that episode, Charles?
Okay, favorite part is definitely, favorite part is 100% when they're walking down into the little dungeon.
Okay.
Into the little cave-like basement. That's 100% my favorite part. What's yours, bro?
I like that same part, the little after credit scene.
Yeah.
So I watched it twice. Let me tell you what I noticed. When she opens that door, her eyes go purple. And you know her power is blue. Yeah. What is her name?
Dude.
I know her last name's Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau.
So she starts to get her powers. I don't know what character she turns into, but her powers are her eyes are blue. She gets the purple eyes, so you can tell the one chick's got her under her spell. And that's when Homie appears.
Yep.
So it makes you think that obviously she's making all of it up, but it's like her magic is like way more controlling it than anybody thinks.
Than Wanda's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is nuts. I did look up Miss Monica Rambeau last night, and apparently her superhero name in the comics is called Spectrum.
Dude, and that's like literally the costume she was pretty much wearing.
Exactly. Everybody was like, it's so cool. Her sword outfit that she had, it kind of looks like this. But let me see real quick. Sorry guys, I forgot my damn laptop, so I have to use my phone. So don't think I'm texting or anything like that. Info.
Well, the other thing that I liked about that episode was the opener. Because at first I was like, okay, real Modern Family. And then the intro has you thinking, okay, now it's The Office. But it's like in that genre of the it's called Breaking the Fourth Wall. Part is so good. It's a good episode. My actual favorite part, I lied. My favorite part of that episode is when Agnes is revealed and she goes, and I killed the dog.
Oh yeah.
It had me dying.
And I killed Sparky.
Yes.
Another funny ass part with her was when she gave like Loki her first interview when she was with Wanda and the kids, and she's like, oh, I don't bite, and then it cuts to the interview and she's like, actually, I have been a kid one time. And I was like, oh my god, dude.
Such a classic like Modern Family whatever show. Goldbergs or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like all those.
It was just I'll be honest with you, bro. Because I haven't watched Modern Family. I did not watch The Office. So
I watched all of The Office.
Yeah, you watched all The Office?
That's such I don't get why people like that show so much.
Really?
Bro. It's literally the same episode every time, and then as soon as Michael Scott leaves, or what's his actual name? I want to say Ben Stiller, but that's so wrong.
Yeah, so wrong.
Anyway, when the Michael
we know
guy
who you're talking
leaves,
about.
No, people are gonna be like, "Who is he talking about?"
The main guy,
Steve Carell. It's because of Get Smart. Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Steve Carell leaves The Office, and then he just like slowly gets replaced by a bunch of different people, and it's just like boring.
Yeah,
it's not funny.
I hear you. Something about that show, Yeah, not.
I've never understood why people watch it over and over and over.
Why such a thing?
There's so many people who just, and it's like they go work in their office, come home, and then watch The Office. Like, bro, you gotta get out of that. Or homies who dress up like them for Halloween.
So gross.
The Halloween people who dress up like them.
Yeah.
It's just funny because when you really watch that show, some people have pointed out that Jim is just like the biggest bully, just the biggest a-hole ever.
Well. Crazy.
Back to the WandaVision, though.
Yeah, craziest part about the WandaVision episode is low-key, all of that Modern Family stuff and Office stuff, I honestly did not really care for. But I think that's more so just because I never watched a show like that. So I'm like, because all the other shows, it's like the Malcolm in the Middle or the other ones or the Full House. It's like, I know about those shows.
Well,
I know about those shows.
They get that from like Survivor and stuff, though. Because Survivor had all of that, and then they like cut away. Yeah, I can't believe Bridget flipping stole Totem.
Oh yeah, the interview.
Yeah, they took it from those and then just put it into like those kind of shows, or at least that's what I think. It makes this like where I feel like it came from.
Yeah, it honestly, I would say it was like low key. Just the first like 10 minutes, I was kind of just like, okay, can we kind of like speed it up? And then when the Monica Rambeau thing started happening to where she was about to go in, and we got to talk about this Arrow, the air person she was supposed to meet, or everybody was thinking it was going to be Mr. Fantastic Four, Mr. Reed. Yeah. Everybody thought it was going to be him, and then
it's just some lady.
Turns out to nobody. Yeah, it's just a normal army person.
Yeah.
But I guess Marvel being Marvel, a lot of people were thinking that was going to happen, but I couldn't see it because they still have. That's a big thing, and it's like they got to cast that. Yeah, the movie is in the works. They already announced it, but it's like we still don't know the casting yet.
Well, and then the sword people, like the one. What's the leader dude? I don't know his name.
I don't know his name.
Generic
bad guy. Yeah, generic bad guy.
He says we're launching today, but then they never show what he's doing.
Mm.
And another note that I have for you from this episode was when
what the hell?
Vision was in the car with the chick. He's like, they say Ultron, but they don't say Thanos' name either. Yeah, so I'm betting you the next episode, Sword is gonna attack and just go ham, or so. It's gonna like set in motion everything, and I'm guaranteeing you that's why Agnes is revealing herself to Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the most sense because she's like, hey, just so you know, homies are about to attack. Let's get on the same team.
Yeah.
That's why she's not letting her mess with Rambeau.
Yeah. Dog. All of this is crazy.
That's what I'm thinking.
All this is crazy. Because where you're talking about, where homie, the generic bad guy is talking about we are going to launch. Like, let's launch, let's go. And then the whole Agnetha stuff happens. It's like, is that their Wanda? Well, no, because... No, they didn't. They never mentioned her or anything. But then again, if you are like some Hydra bad guy, let's say you are a Hydra generic dude, you're not gonna tell people about her. Like, we're not gonna let that secret out.
I don't think she's Hydra though. She's like her own witch thing.
She's a witch. She's a witch. And this is where it comes like Nightmare and Mephisto, which Mephisto, if you don't know, is like Marvel's devil. So
I've heard they can't put him in though because
China.
So
yeah.
They wouldn't want to watch that. I wouldn't want to watch that. I'd be like, all right, it's time to cut it.
Yeah.
Homie's always talking about the devil and stuff. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not big on devil stuff, but I mean, obviously Marvel's gonna make it like PG-13. It's not gonna be nothing crazy. I think they are gonna make it like. I remember watching Ghost Rider when I was younger, and like that, even that devil was like.
That was a little too much.
He was like freaky, but it was more so like deals. It was like, here, I'm gonna do deals, and they say Mephisto is kind of like the same way. It's just like deals, and you give him your soul, and he'll give you whatever you want, type thing. You know,
that stuff is completely weird. And they even with Mephisto, it's like the kids are a portion of Mephisto's soul or whatever. And so either way, in all of the comic books, those kids are fake. So I'm wondering what they're gonna end up doing with those kids.
It is very interesting. I'm so excited.
No, episode 8's gonna.
Didn't
you say these next ones are gonna be like an hour long?
7 and 8. Yeah, I mean, okay. So this is the thing that apparently the runtime that they're talking about. They said the show is supposed to be like 6 hours. So people have been doing the math, and then that's where they're like, oh, everybody thought this episode was going to be like 45 minutes to an hour or something. And then when it came out, obviously another short episode. And it's like now people are thinking like, okay, well, if that's the case, maybe the next 2 episodes are like an hour or an hour and a half. I would love that. I would love that because obviously we know that the next episode is gonna be there's gonna be a showdown, or you're gonna have a flashback scene to where Agnes tells her perspective, just like how they did it for the Monica Rambeau, because they had an episode for her showing her kind of flashback. So maybe the next episode we don't even get to see the fight, which will be, I'll lose my shit if they do that. But it might just be Agnes kind of showing where she comes from, who she is, blah 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 blah. But man, yeah. Marvel, dude.
Well, not only that, they're trying to bring the X-Men in, is what homies are saying. So maybe that's what Swort's about to unleash. Maybe they got their own Wolverine about to just come up in there.
Little X-22 or something, bro.
Just go up in there getting crazy.
Dude.
Because that's why the Quicksilver is that way, because he's the one from the X-Men. So it's like, that would make sense.
Yup. And that's super interesting, too, is because that what's the thing at the end credit scene. That's the end credit scene. I was like, this dude has been MIA for a minute. We haven't seen him since Wanda hit him with her powers. And when he comes back and he's like talking or whatever, when he meets up with Monica, it's like, obviously she's controlling him, but I'm like, why did she choose him? So with her doing that, it's like, now we know this is just like a powerful witch who can alter realities just like Wanda or Doctor Strange, and she chose X-Men homie. So now it's like, that just opened up. When he popped up, everybody was like, holy crap, like, you're an X-Men character. Yeah. You are an X-Men character. That's so cool. And now it's like, she chose him. So she's like, I'm gonna pick this dude from this other reality, pop him in here. Essentially still the same character, but just another reality, and bloop. And yeah, man. What is your excitement for the next two episodes, bro?
I'm mad stoked for it. I want to see what happens. I really hope that they bring in some like dope characters. I really want to see Magneto, because they say that's to their dad. They say what's really funny is I was watching a video and they were saying that the caregiver, like who helped birth Wanda and Quicksilver. Quicksilver. What's his actual name?
It's
Pietro. Wanda and Pietro.
Okay.
Their like caretaker or whatever was a cow. Like
was it what?
Was a cow. Was like a cow that got turned into a person.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like that's like constant throughout all the comic books. It's just like a lady cow who like is just carrying them every time to like their parents.
A lady cow? Dude, there's so much about Marvel
that's some weird stuff.
They got weird.
What do you think the I Am Groot movie is gonna be? Because there's a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and then there's I Am Groot.
Yeah, I Am Groot. I mean,
obviously it's about him, but it's like what little stories does that guy have?
Is it a TV show?
I don't know. It looks like it's a movie, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. It was just on that thing I showed you. The page.
Shit, I feel like I Am Groot has to be a TV show, because he's definitely not the biggest Guardians of the Galaxy character in itself, but he could get a TV show. He's like a Wanda, you know? He's cool. Everybody loves Groot, but the TV show I think makes more sense, because then you could do like, if it's a cartoon, like What If, they could just do so many different types.
Yeah.
They could show him baby Groot, medium Groot, teenager Groot, and then adult Groot. So I Am Groot, I could see, if we're talking TV show, I could see them doing it like a cartoon, and then it kind of just showing him adventures with going between different ages, to where it's like baby Groot, teenage Groot, adult Groot.
I see that.
What are you thinking? What is your vibe?
Well, I definitely want to see him growing up, because it's kind of like, why is
he's been so young for so long.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Same thing with the whole Hulk thing. It's like, why do we have so many characters doing nothing with powers? But Groot is like, I don't remember if he's like a world terrorizer or what, but he goes mad. He like gets buff.
No way.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that's juicy.
I think that's what homies can expect from us.
That's juicy, bro.
But I feel like that's even like 6 years from now kind of stuff.
Yeah. They're, well, low-key, that slate we're talking about, we'll probably throw it up on the screen.
Yeah, we can.
For you guys on YouTube. But the slate that they're talking about, a lot of that stuff they're saying is slate 4, I think. I think we're on 4 now, or 4, I think. But they're saying this is like, that's where it's at. So all of this is going to be within the next like 3-4 years, which is still far out. But it is like, just to know that all of this is low-key going to be the arc that eventually does go to the big bad. That all leads up to the big bad, which is very sick. And I still have no clue who the big bad is going to be.
Do you think they'll ever stop making these movies even after that dude?
God.
Because apparently those kids, Wanda's kids, are supposed to be part of the Young Avengers at some point. So it's like they just kind of keep a cycle going.
Well,
but I don't know.
Bro, do you know if, because in the comics, right, her kids, everybody, like, just stays constant, that her kids are fake.
Yeah.
But do they play roles? Like, do they, even though they're fake, like, do they go and do stuff?
One or two times they're, like, actually real, and then, like I said, they go into the Young Justice thing.
Yeah, okay.
Not Young Justice, but Young Avengers. Yeah. Don't try to correct me on that. I know what I said. Dude, so I think we should shift gears and talk about the Nintendo Direct, not Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, baby.
I think that thing was, like, so cool, but I feel like the biggest disappointment was just that Zelda was not there.
Yeah. Plug real quick. We do have that reactions up. So there is the reaction. So we are going to give our thoughts right now because in the video, it's just us. It's just us watching it. Yeah. So you're not going to hear us react to it. So we're going to do that right now. Yeah, I'm with you. The Breath of the Wild 2 thing not being shown was very odd to me. Just because Nintendo said before they aired that Direct, they said a lot of the stuff you're going to see here is in the first half of the year. This is all the stuff we're going to release 2021, first half of the year. But it's like, they ended with Splatoon, and then on top of that, Breath of the Wild 2 is supposed to come out this year. So why you didn't show anything, like anything, like not even no artwork,
exactly.
Nothing.
Dude, like, bro. Didn't they have like a clip last time? Or something like that. They had a little clip, something that they showed. A
little tiny trailer. There is a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 out there.
They couldn't just, I don't get why they didn't do that. What did you think of that Mario Golf?
Oh, stoked.
I want to play that.
Stoked,
I've been
bro.
thinking about that.
Oh yeah, Mario Golf, man. What's crazy about it? That's my favorite game of the show. Right there.
Had to be.
Mario Golf.
Had to be.
Mario Golf. And I don't think both of us are huge Mario Golf people, but dude, that when I'm looking at everything that they presented at the Direct, that's easily the best game that I saw.
No, and it looked more like Mario Party.
I'm most excited. Yes, yeah.
It looked like homies could actually have fun playing that.
Freaking, what else? There was that weird Fortnite.
Yeah, what was that? It was a dodgeball game.
It was a dodgeball game.
It was called
Dodgeball. I'm literally going to type in on Google right now, Dodgeball game Nintendo Direct.
It was called Rocket Dodge Jump Ball.
Yeah, you're right.
It was called, no, it had a name. It definitely had a name.
Knockout City.
That's what it was
Knockout City. That's what it's called.
I knew there was a city in
there. Yeah, Knockout City. That one was a surprise. That one
definitely was a surprise.
It was an interesting one. It was an interesting. I was like, I could see myself playing that if it's free. If it's free, I'm not gonna pay for it.
I'm definitely not.
Yeah, if that's a free for play, I'll play it.
Did you watch the BlizzCon? Any of that today?
No, but. Did
you see any of the trailers that came from it?
I did. So, on our Twitter, on our Gaming Pop Twitter, plug again, Gaming Pop Twitter, boom. I did. It was going down the timeline. I retweeted some stuff. I saw all the Diablo stuff, which is very interesting because as I was watching the YouTube reacts today for the Nintendo Direct that we did, you mentioned Hades looked like Diablo, and it's so funny that you said that because I'm like, I loved Hades, but I've never played Diablo, and I'm watching the gameplay for Diablo, and I'm like, this looks cool. No, this looks like Hades, even though Hades looks like Diablo. But I was like, I just finished playing Hades and I loved it, and this looks sick.
I played Diablo 3, and that's what got me like onto them. I've never played the other two.
Yeah.
But Diablo 3 was pretty cool, and it's like they got new characters, new styles. And I was like, ooh, I'm into that.
It's looking nice,
it's
bro.
A fun one. It's a pretty good one. I might have to show you how to play that one.
For sure. I definitely think the Diablo 2 Resurrection, they said they're gonna port it to Switch. So that's cool. That's gonna come out on Switch too. So I'm like, dude, I'm watching it. And I'm like, playing this on handheld, bruh, this is perfect.
That was the only trailer I saw.
Yeah, which one? The Diablo 2?
Yeah, Diablo. No, I saw
the Diablo 4.
Saw a picture for Diablo 2, but I watched the Diablo 4 one.
The Diablo 4 one looked clean too. That one looked clean. I don't think they announced that one for Switch yet. I'm sure it will. But regardless, yeah, when BlizzCon, today. It looked awesome. Which another thing too that I didn't even realize because I wasn't fully watching it. Overwatch 2. They announced Overwatch 2.
You like that one?
I mean, I'm not a big Overwatch person.
I can't be either.
I respect it. I see what it is. I've played it a few times. It was fun, but that's a team game. It's like when it comes to team games like that, it's like I need a squad to play with, bro. Or I'm not gonna have fun on this.
No, I don't know anybody who plays like that. What I really like about BlizzCon or Blizzard, in fact, I was just watching like the opener, and it's just kind of cool to see how like all their fans just love all their stuff. Like all their fans, like they just put their cosplayers all dressed up and stuff. It's like, dude, that looks cool. Like that's like so nice to see like homies really appreciate and enjoy those games. Because those MMOs, there's like no way I could ever play like World of Warcraft.
No, yeah.
There's not, like they're cool. I appreciate it. Like I bet you're having a great time, but it's not my style.
Yep.
But
It's
I hear
not for
that.
you. I get you. I'm with you on that too, bro. I've never gave him a chance, but that's also because I don't have I have a computer, but I don't like playing PC, and that's not a knock to any PC players out there. I understand what PC is for the gaming culture and all that. I know it's a mega thing, but I don't know. I like my console. I like being able to sit down, pick up my controller, and also my console is my entertainment system. So like my PC, I'm not gonna have my big ass computer just right by my TV and use that. Like no.
Yeah.
But
I played World of Warcraft one time, and I got on this like taxi, and this is like bird taxi, so it took me like way the hell out there. But I used all my money to get on it.
What?
So when I got to the place, I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Everything's like really big. I can't fight anything. I don't even think I like unlocked fighting.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, oh gosh. So I had to quit playing right then and there.
Like, all right, this is enough. Okay, cool. I see it.
So yeah, you definitely need like a team of homies to play that stuff. Kind of like
for sure.
Almost like what is that game? Destiny.
Oh yeah, for the raids and all that. Definitely.
Yeah, you have to have a team, dude. And no one will accept you on your team because you don't play enough.
Yeah.
And because you don't play enough, you're not good enough. So it's like, all right, well.
Well, hey, dude, there's a quick shout out to Cody Kovacs and James Terry, because not too long ago I was at Cody's house and we had a huge conversation about games and all that, and they both play PC, and they were talking about how like World of Warcraft type games, and they're like, bro, that's like low-key like all we play type thing, and they're like, dude, we have a whole Discord about it. Like James Terry created a whole Discord and like has this whole community. He's like the leader of it for like World of Warcraft, Diablo type shit. And I'm like, bro, that's like mad respect. Like that's just super cool that you are able to do that. And just respect to all that. It's like for some, just never gave it a chance, I guess. You know.
So I wanted to ask you, Charles, about. Man, I knew what I wanted to ask you and I forgot it. Okay, so VR is becoming like kind of a big thing. And for me, when I look at VR, I'm like, nothing really like draws me to it. What game, if they made for VR, would you have to get? Like, would make you have to get like the whole system and all that stuff?
That's such a tough question just because I'm going to throw the price out. So, because I'm like, I feel like for VR, for me to get one of them, it's like, God, those headsets are expensive.
They have like some kind of better priced ones. They have I think they have like one that's like $200 or something like that, and it's just the headset.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. Okay, a game. This is gonna sound kind of fucked up for maybe me, my mental. But I would say a game that would probably get me into it is probably something serious like a Last of Us.
Okay.
That's like, I feel like that makes me look crazy because I'm like,
I see what you're saying.
Last of Us 2 is so brutal.
Because you want to be in there.
Yeah, it's so brutal, bro. So it's like playing The Last of Us in VR, you're like an arrow at somebody's head or something.
I actually would agree with you on that. Like, that would be insane.
That sounds wild.
They have like a Walking Dead. They have a Walking Dead simulator that's kind of close to that, but it's not close to that.
Yeah.
Dude, what trips me out about we could talk about The Last of Us for a minute, because that's definitely like my favorite game. Dude, the second one, it's like, I know homies want to talk smack on it. And I can't remember homie, but he said I was a punk for
I think it might have been Adrian, bro. That was Adrian? I think it might have been Adrian, bro. Yeah.
Adrian saying I'm a punk for liking that one. But dude, that's a good flipping game. It's like, if there was a game of the year for me for 2020, that was the one.
You got to respect it, bro. You got to respect it. One of the homies, Kyle Walker, Kyle over at who's roommates with Cody and shit. Kyle was saying, I remember talking about Last of Us 2 when that game first came out. And I was playing it. I still haven't even beat it yet. But he already was spoiled with all the Abby Joel stuff. So Kyle was one of the people who was like, it's like, no, fuck that game. Like, I don't want to play that. Like, why the fuck would they do that to Joel? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's your main character. And while he's talking to me, I'm like literally like halfway into the game. I don't think I got to Abby yet. But even when I was playing, I was like, nah, bro, you got to play this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, COVID.
Water went down the wrong pipe. Okay. That's so bad.
But even what I was just trying to tell him, I was like, I think you should forget what you've seen and what everybody else is talking about, because it's a very mob mentality of boycott this game, don't play it, it sucks. You haven't even played it. So I'm like, me in person who's played it already, I'm like, bruh, yeah, I'm not at the happy part yet, but you should play this game. For one, beautiful looking game.
Way better graphics.
Insanely gorgeous game.
Way better, like, little tiny responses.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, you should want to play games like these. Like, these are incredible. Like, people worked on this game for like 6 years. You're just not gonna play it because of one scene that you didn't like? People worked on this for 6 years, bro.
It's a boss of a game.
It's a good game.
Like I was saying, I like all the small stuff. You throw a bottle at somebody's face and like glass gets stuck in their face. It's just like cool little minute details. And
they added those dogs. The dogs,
I don't like the dogs.
They're annoying. They're annoying.
You know what's funny is the dogs only attack Ellie. If you play as Abby, she has a dog.
Oh yeah, those are her peoples. The dogs are her peoples.
It's like some messed up little metaphor they tried to throw in there. It's just like, I don't want to be killing dogs.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's so sad. I love that when you kill the person, the dog just goes, oh. Just gets all cuddled up
oh shit, dude.
No, you feel sad. Some pain. You're like,
oh yeah. What a brutal game. It honestly was like, I would play that game in like 3 hour like in increments, because it was brutal. That game was brutal, bro. So long. God, if there's
you can't even replay it. It's so long.
If there's one thing, if I feel like anybody who played it, if you're gonna critique that game about, it is the length.
Oh God,
it is the length. If you're somebody who loved that game and like you, that's one of your favorites. One thing that everybody will agree on, that game was way too fucking long.
Dude,
way too long.
I started replaying it, and I'm only on the second day, or barely even started the second day as Ellie. And then you hit the third day, and it all just repeats, and it's like, come on.
You're like, and then you switch, and you're like, God, I gotta do all this again. I was surprised at how long that game was. I thought the game ended. I think the game ends with fucking Ellie's at the house with what's her name, with Dina.
You would think it'd be over,
it ends with Dina, but it's like, no, I still need to go and get the revenge. And it's like, bro, you telling me I gotta play more of this fucking game? What? And then when you go, you're doing more of the same. And I'm like, bruh.
I won't lie though, the Rattlers part was like probably one of the better parts.
Where you're infiltrating that,
that was low-key one of my.
It was well done.
Parts.
It was really well done. That was really well done. It was like, the sneaking around and.
Did you ever throw something at the little chain to get the zombies to go at the homies?
Yeah. The ones that were in the middle, like that pit. Yeah, that was pretty gnarly, bro. That was pretty gnarly.
Dude, so Justice League dropped a new trailer. The Zack Snyder cut.
Snyder cut.
Did you watch the first Justice League?
I did.
I did not. What did you think of
it? This is a whole conversation we could have too, because this leads into DC movies. But what I thought about the Justice League is, didn't like it. It's not that I didn't like it. It definitely wasn't Batman versus Superman. I'll fucking give it that. But that's not much of a thing to be better than Batman versus Superman. Fucking, I hated that movie. It's terrible.
I never saw any of them because I knew based off the trailers that they were going to be bad. And ever since, all I've ever heard was bad. All I've ever heard is nothing but this.
You haven't seen any of... Dude, good man right here. Aquaman. You're smart.
The one that I do want to see, though, I want to see this Justice League because apparently it's like a longer cut and it's got more like detail and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like that's what's going to send DC on a good direction.
Well, okay, so DC has a couple of good movies. They have a couple of good movies. You say you didn't watch Aquaman. For a long time, I was like, I'm not going to watch it. It looks super cheesy. It looks stupid. I watched Aquaman's not bad. If you're going to watch a DC movie, Aquaman's not bad. Wonder Woman wasn't bad. Wonder Woman and Aquaman are like the ones that like people are like, those are good DC movies. Those are the ones you should watch. They're good. They're cool. They're just like dumb fun movies to put on. With this Snyder Cut, for somebody who hasn't seen them, that makes sense why you're like, all right, I'm going to like get into this because Snyder's the one who like started it. And it's like, this is his baby, and he got kicked off tragically because his daughter passed away. So that's why he didn't finish the movie. Joss Whedon, who did the first Avengers and Avengers Ultron, went over to DC and did that movie. And he took over once Zack Snyder left. So that's why everybody's like, well, this isn't the movie that we were supposed to be given. And that's why they let Zack Snyder do his thing. So that's why a lot of people are hyped up for it. I watched the trailer. It looks better. It looks better than what they gave us with Justice League. Yeah. So I want to watch it, but bro, man, I'm like over DC, dude.
I hear that.
And especially after hearing the Wonder Woman 2 wasn't even as good as the first one, I'm like, bro, how are you going to... Wonder Woman, when it came out, at the time was the best DC movie, hands down. Everybody was like, DC finally gave us a good product. This is good. And then that's your baby. That's like your Iron Man. And you come out with, it's just funny because Iron Man 2 got that look too. So that's funny.
I like Iron Man 2.
I don't mind it. It's fun. It's fun. It's dumb fun. I liked it.
Iron Man 2 is pretty.
It's like, it's not, I mean, you have like
it's good,
20 Marvel movies to pick from.
It's good, but it's just like the end fight is just so, it's just
cookie
like.
cutter.
Yeah, it's just so basic. What is
Drop
it?
down.
They call it the Phantom Menace effect, where you kill the bad guy and then all the other drones just die. I mean, they blow up in this one, which makes it different, but it's like still the same plot. It's like let's get something crazy going on.
It honestly looked like a video game scene. Like that Iron Man 2, that ending looked like a video game scene.
I like that part though. That was like the hardest part.
When DC, I was stoked for Wonder Woman 2, and then once I heard all the shit about people were saying about it, I was like, I'm not even gonna watch this. What's the point? I'm like, I already know their track record is them making shitty movies. So if everybody else is saying this movie is shit, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, no.
So far, it's like the only good one that homies can say has come out is the Joker movie.
The Joker, yeah.
But even that, it's like it's a completely different movie from the rest of them.
It's honestly not even really in the universe. It's just its one-off own thing.
Exactly.
And it did so good to where now they want to do a second one.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. Yeah.
They're gonna try to throw Batman in there this time.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
Which is interesting because this is gonna be an old Batman. Because this is like in the 70s, 80s. I don't know. This movie was in the 70s or 80s, so you're probably gonna try to use.
Well, they had kid Bruce Wayne in that one, so we'll probably just do it when he's older.
Yeah, let it age. Probably like do a time jump.
Yeah, probably like.
They might work with Robert Pattinson because he'll look the age.
I want to see that one. I want to see that one.
He'll look the age, and Robert Pattinson, the Batman, has that serious tone like the Joker did.
That Batman looks sick, dude.
Robert Pattinson and homie being in that Joker in that Batman.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
I didn't even think about this. That would be awesome. That would be such a cool movie to have that Joker and that Batman. Ooh.
Who do you think would be that? I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's Batman.
Hey, well, that Batman, bro, is still a baby. He's still kind of fresh.
You're right. He'll probably get beat in the first round. Second round, come back.
Oh, dude, we could talk about this for a minute. We could talk about this for a minute because that Joker is, if they do the time jump, he's gonna have years of experience in being Joker. So he's gonna be like even more crazy,
even more confident, probably.
Finally. Oh, for sure.
He's not confident in that.
Yeah, but
that was a good one. Dude, so I've been thinking, it's like, I hope this year's like games just kind of turn around because with that Nintendo Direct, thinking about it, it's like, what good games do they got? I mean, I know Xbox hasn't like presented. It seems like a month or so where everyone's kind of starting to present what they got.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably see something from them soon. But it's like, I know Halo Infinite is not going to be good, or at least not finished up right.
Yeah. I mean, Halo Infinite. The thing with that game is, they did delay it. They delayed it for like a year. Mm-hmm. They could have delayed it. They could have released it like Cyberpunk. Mm-hmm. So one thing I am going to give Microsoft and them is they delayed it, and they didn't delay it for just like 3 months. They delayed it for like a full fucking year. Mm-hmm. So I actually do have faith in that game. I think they will deliver a good game, but at the same time, from what I've seen from Halo Infinite, I'm still not like an open world Halo. I see what you want to do, but to me, that's just not Halo. Like, give me my missions. Give me my missions. Tell me a story. Like, don't give me this open world shit to where you go point here. Yeah. I don't want to do that with Halo. Just give me some cool missions.
It seems like it would be like an Assassin's Creed kind of game.
It's like in Halo?
Yeah.
Nah, Halo's not the game for it. First-person shooters like that? No. First-person shooters with that type of gameplay style of go here, open world, they don't make sense to me. They just don't make sense.
But it's like Skyrim's kind of, well, I guess Skyrim you can do third person, but that's even a whole other game. Yeah. But no, I agree, dude. It's like, and that's the thing with Halo is how are you going to speedrun an open world game? Because then it's just like, let me only hit the certain important missions that get you to the end. Yeah. Instead of you actually having to play the whole game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be different.
I just, like with Halo Infinite, I'm extremely excited for it. If I'm talking about my most hyped game for this year, I mean, if they hit it, I don't think they will. My most hyped game is God of War Ragnarok.
Is that what it's called?
God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. So most excited game of this year is God of War Ragnarok. But I bet 95% that game doesn't hit this year. I bet they delay it.
Because it's like a game that big, they're gonna start advertising that like today, and not release it till like next year.
There's no gameplay, and apparently PlayStation, they're supposed to release Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and God of War Ragnarok this year. I'm like, bro, there's no way. You haven't shown gameplay for neither of those games.
Maybe they're going ballsy this year. Just going to throw it out.
Bro, Sony is, if there's one company who's going to do it, it's Sony, bro. Their track record is insane with the PlayStation 4. They literally deliver non-stop, like low-key masterpieces time after time for that PlayStation 4 generation. So if any company is going to be able to drop 2 crazy games, it's going to be Sony. They just did it last year with freaking Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. And they released those games within a month apart.
That is true.
Imagine dropping 2 bangers just a month apart, just because you can. Just because you got studios who are like crazy good. It's like, bruh.
That is
I'm such a Microsoft stan, but...
No, I agree. I feel like Microsoft definitely... Well, it's hard to say sometimes because, like, The Last of Us is definitely a game that blows me away. But then it's like Halo is so old, I'm kind of done with it. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
And then the only thing I'm playing on Xbox is Apex.
Mm-hmm. A free-to-play game.
Exactly.
Free-to-play game.
But I'm even mad at Apex because, like, I haven't leveled up enough to get fused. So I'm just like, why am I
oh, play this anymore? You poor guy.
I don't win that much, you know?
Yeah. I gotta bring you in my crew, bro.
Please, I need a good team, bro.
But what we doing? We wrapping it up, man?
I
think we did some good work today.
We put in a lot.
Yeah.
This has been a good cast.
Good cast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a comment, talk to us. Follow us on our socials. We'll definitely put that up on the screen or inside the bios or anything like that. But episode 4, man, we're out.
I didn't tell you we have a smart link now.
Oh, let's go!
So we got a smart link. So you just click on one and you got them all.
Beautiful.
So yeah, y'all go ahead and check that out. I'll make sure to put that link in there. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, love you guys. Late.
Deuces.